Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and to another nail video. In today's video I thought that I could show you how I plan a set of press-on nails using one of these little nail sheets, and then we can make the nails together so that you can see the whole process of how I go from taking a rough idea of what I want to do and turning that into a finished set of nails. So if you want to see how I do that, then just keep on watching. Okay, so to get started, I have just set up my iPad. I'm on the app Procreate and I've added one of my nail planning sheets. I like to use my nail planning sheets on my iPad, but you can print them too. And just a little tip, if you do use Procreate or you use a drawing app that has layers, I like to go up to the layers panel and add an extra layer. Move that underneath the transparent layer for the nail sheet, and that is what I'll draw on. It just means that when you start to fill in the sheet and you're drawing on the nail, you can go right up to the edge of the lines and you won't make as much mess because you're drawing underneath the actual sheet. So that's what I like to do. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do to fill in this little sheet is to add the colour scheme that I'm going to be working with today. I got some new autumn gel polishes recently and I really want to use them to make some autumn nails today. So I'm going to try and find some colours that match. They don't have to be super close, but I do just want to add some rough colours so that we can get an idea of how these designs are going to look when I start adding nail art and stuff. So now I've got my colours, and then I'm just going to pop a little note to write that the theme is autumn. So the theme is autumn and I have the colours that I want to use, and other than that I'm actually not entirely sure what I want to do today. I think what I'm going to do now is head over to Pinterest. That is my favourite place to get inspo for different nail designs, and I'm going to have a look at some different autumn nail art and see if I can get some ideas for this set. So here we are on my Pinterest, and I'm just going to pop to the search bar and see if we can find some different autumn nails. So let's just start with autumn nails. See, immediately I'm liking something like this set because it uses the dark green, but it also has other elements brought in. So I'm going to save this one too. I like this one. I like the blooming gel flower. I also really like these nails. I'm not sure how these nails would work in this set. They are super cute. I'm going to save them. These are also super cute. Something a bit abstract. I like the gold. I actually do have glitter versions of both of the colours that I wanted to use. The green and the purple colour. I have some shimmery versions of those, so that might be an option. I'm going to add leaves and see if I can see anything a bit more specific. Those are really cute, they look very intricate. Again, something like this, it's got leaves. These are cute. Let's save those ones. What I'm going to do now is go to the board where I saved all of those images and let's have a closer look. This one was the original one that I saw that I really liked, so I'm going to save this image. Download it. So I'm kind of struggling with what to do for this set because I really like this image. I like that you're combining the what would be the green colour, and then I would add some purple and green flowers. I really like this kind of checkerboard print too, so I'm going to download this image. And then this design, this abstract kind of design, I really liked too. And again, let's save this one. Once I've downloaded those, I'm going to go back to my nail set plan and add those photos in. I have my Inspo images added here. I'm not totally sure what I want to do. I don't really know which direction I want to go in. I think this image here is throwing me off because I really like it and I really want to just kind of recreate something like that. But I also do love this one, and I really like that the fingers are different colours. I would assume that the thumb on this set is probably orange. So maybe I could try doing something like this. So the pink base would work instead of the nude because it's a really nudie pink. And then I could do green instead of the orange and purple instead of the brown. And then you've got the little abstract design there with the same colours. And instead of the gold, I have a glittery green that matches that I think would be really cool. Is that what I'm going to do? Am I just going to take that and ignore the rest of the inspo? I don't know. Let me draw it up. Okay, so I'm just going to start by adding my base colours. And then if I go back to this abstract design, let's start with the green. And then I'm going to take the purple and do some bits that overlap. So I've added in what would be some of the abstract design, and then on top of that, where the gold is, I am going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to add in some bits where I could add the gold or the glitter. So then this is the kind of idea that I've got. I think I like that. So then I could make the thumbnail. Oh, what if we make the thumbnail all of the glittery green colour? I think that could be quite cool. So if I go back to the inspo image, they had orange, the two detailed nails, brown, and then I can't see what the thumb is, and I said earlier I thought it might be orange, but I think that would be really cool if it was the gold colour, so that you had some of the details but then the thumb matched. So I think if I translate that over to the set that I'm drawing, if we had the green colour, the two nails with the detail, the purple, and then this one that is a different shade of green. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera that it's a different shade, but this would be like the sparkly green. So actually I've got the gels here. So this is the green I'm going to be using. But I also have this sparkly colour, which I'm going to use where they've used the gold colour. And I think that would be really cute on the thumb, so that they kind of match, but they're not an exact match. It's something a little bit different, but it also matches the two detailed nails. And I think that's what I'm going to go with. I did kind of end up ignoring the other two inspo designs. And yes, this is the inspo that we're going for, that we're going to recreate with the colours that I wanted to use today. So on a set like this, I would do both hands the same. I'll probably just show you me making one hand. I don't think I'm going to show you me doing the same thing twice. And I'm going to add up here that extra colour that we put in. I don't have anything to add to the notes today. Usually if I don't know what kind of colours I'm going to be using, I really write down what colours I want to use. I also will use the notes section to write in things like if I'm going to use chrome, if I want the design to be matte, or because I film a lot of designs, sometimes I will write notes about what I want to film for the design or anything like that that's specific to actually making content about making the set. But I think that is a solid plan. I think these nails are going to end up looking super cute I used my round shape nail planning sheet for this because I want to use round nails today. I think that is everything for the planning stage, and now we can go and finally get started with actually making the design. I have had to switch over to voiceover because there's so much background noise, but let's get right into this set of nails. Full disclosure, I'm not making this set to wear myself, I'm making this set as a sort of practice set, and because it's a practice set I thought it would be a lot easier for you guys to see what I was doing if I used some bigger nail tips. So if you're wondering why all of the tips that I'm putting on the stands right now are the same size, that is why. And that is also why I'm not going to prep these nails or anything, I'm just going to go straight in with the base colours. So these are the colours that I'm going to be using today. They are all from Nail Reserve. They are some of the gel colours that they sent me in one of my last videos. I thought they went really well with each other, which is why I wanted to make a set using them together. And to start the set, I'm just going to go in and do 2 coats of each of the colours in the same order that I put them on the nail sheet. If you like any of the colours that I'm using today, I will leave them linked in the description. And I do also have a discount code with Nail Reserve, so you can use code Kirsten60 and get 60% off when you buy 2 or more items. The link and the code are not affiliate, it's just a little discount for people that watch my videos, and the link helps Nail Reserve know that you came from my channel. So if you want to shop with Nail Reserve, I always appreciate you using my code and going through my link. So this is what the gel colours were looking like after one coat, and then I did a second coat and this is what they ended up looking like. I'm really happy with those colours, I think they go very well together. And then before I start on the nail art, I'm going in with matte top coat just on the 2 nude or pink nails. So to get started with the nail art for this design, I'm going to take some of the 3 colours that I'm going to be using and put them onto a little palette. And then for this kind of design, I decided to grab a little square brush like this. And then for this nail art, I kind of just went for it. I basically just dipped my brush into the gel and then put little abstract patterns all across the nail. So I'm trying to lightly pick up a little bit of gel, not too much, and then just swiping that down the nail kind of. In hindsight, I do think I've got too much gel on my brush. You can see me here trying to sort of even out the little marks that I've made. The next time that I do a design like this, I'm going to make sure that I've got even less gel on my brush and go back in with a second coat of the design if it needs it, rather than having them a little bit thicker like this, just to make sure that everything definitely cures properly, especially because these colours are pretty pigmented. So once I've made the abstract pattern with one colour, I'm going to go in and repeat that with another colour. And I just keep referring back to the planning sheet that we did earlier, looking at the little design that I drew up and comparing that to the inspo and deciding what I want to do. I think here you can see that I had too much gel on my brush and I'm having to change the shape of the little pattern that I made so that I don't have a big blob of gel in one area that isn't going to cure. So for this kind of pattern, I would definitely say go in with less gel like this, cure it, and then do another coat if you want that colour to be built up, because you'll see in a minute I've placed gel here. I liked the shape of that little blob that I had done, but because I'd put way too much gel on it, I had to move it a little bit just so that the gel was spread out and it would definitely cure properly. That's why when I went in with this glittery green shade, I only dipped the corner of my brush into the gel. That definitely helped, and it meant that I could put smaller blobs onto the nail. So that is something that I might do in future. Just make sure that I've got either a smaller brush or that I'm not using the full pressure of the brush when I'm doing the little design. Looking back at the nail planning sheets and at this design, this is definitely just a recreation of one of the designs that I saw on Pinterest. So definitely let me know in the comments if you would like to see a video similar to this, where I actually take multiple inspo images and turn those into one set. That is what I usually do for different designs, but for some reason I just was really drawn to this one and ended up recreating it. And I'm glad I did, because I really like how this turned out. The only thing left to do now is my favourite step of doing the nails, which is to add the top coat. while I do this, please let me know in the comments what you thought of this style of video, if you liked seeing how I plan nail sets, or if you like to see how I recreate an inspiration image. And if you have enjoyed watching this video or you found it helpful, then please give me a thumbs up because it really helps out my channel. And if you want to see more nail content like this, then check out the other videos on my channel and remember to subscribe. Once I have added my top coat, I'm going to pop them in the lamp to cure, and then that is this nail set done. I really love how these turned out. I think the colours work so well together and I love the abstract pattern. But let me know what you think in the comments. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day and I will see you next time. Bye!